Shahri Sukhteh meaning burnt city c. 3550 to 2300 BC is an archaeological site of a sizable Bronze Age urban settlement associated with the Helmand culture. It is located in Sistan and Baluchistan province, the southeastern part of Iran, on the bank of the Helmand River, near the Jahedanzabol road. It was placed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in June 2014. The reasons for the unexpected rise and fall of the city are still wrapped in mystery. Artifacts recovered from the city demonstrate a peculiar incongruity with nearby civilizations of the time, and it has been speculated that Shahri Sukhteh might ultimately provide concrete evidence of a civilization east of prehistoric Persia that was independent of ancient Mesopotamia. The site was discovered and investigated by Orelstein in the early 1900s. Beginning in 1967, the site was excavated by the team led by Maurizio Tosi. That work continued until 1978. After a gap, work at the site was resumed by the Iranian Cultural Heritage and Tourism Organization team led by SMS Sajjadi. New discoveries are reported from time to time. Most of the material discovered is dated to the period of c. 2700 to 2350 BC. The discoveries indicate that the city was a hub of trading routes that connected Mesopotamia and Iran with the Indus civilizations. The site was thought to cover an area of 151 ha, 370 acres, but now the size is established at 200 ha, 490 acres. The maximum built area was ca. 120 hectares. Shahri Sukhteh was one of the world's largest cities at the dawn of the urban era. It is located close to the eastern edge of what is now the Lut Desert, one of the hottest places on earth. The climate was far more welcoming in ancient times when the Hamun Lake, near which the city was located, was much greater in size, and there was a lot of marshland in the area. Also, Deheni Gholaman, 550 BC, 330 BC, a major Achaemenid center and archaeological site, is located only 50 kilometers to the northeast. In the southwestern part of Shahri Sukhteh there is a vast graveyard, measuring 25 ha, 62 acres. It contains between 25,000 and 40,000 ancient graves. The area of Shahri Sukhteh is divided into 5 main sectors, as mentioned by archaeologist SMS Sajjadi. Number 1. The Eastern Residential Area, located in the highest point of the site. Some pottery belonging to period I was found in excavations within this Eastern Residential Area to the north of the burnt building. Number 2. The Great Central Area, or Central Quarters, separated from the Western, Southern and Eastern areas by deep depressions. Within these central quarters there is a place known as House of the Jars, where among other pottery a Cote d'Ivoire jar was found. Number 3. The Craftsman Quarters, found in the northwestern part of the site. Number 4. The Monumental Area, located east of the Craftsman Quarters with several high hills representing different architectural buildings. Some pottery kilns were found in the northwestern part of the site near and around the Monumental Area, but most vessels were produced out of the town. Number 5. The Graveyard Area, also called the Cemetery of Shahri Sukhteh, which occupies the southwestern part of the site covering almost 62 acres. The estimated number of graves ranges between 25,000 and 40,000, and most of the burials are dated to period I and period II, although some other few burials are from next to periods. An earthen goblet found at the site and dated to circa 3178 BC depicts what some archaeologists consider to be the earliest known animation, and the date places the artifact in period I, the earliest period in the development and flourishing of the Shahri Sukhteh culture. The earliest known artificial eyeball was discovered in the burial of a woman at the site by archaeologists in December 2006. It has a hemispherical form and a diameter of just more than 1 inch. It consists of very light material, probably bitumen paste. The surface of the artificial eye is covered with a thin layer of gold, engraved with a central circle, representing the iris, and gold lines patterned like sun rays. The woman whose remains were found with the artificial eye was 6 feet, much taller than typical women of her time. Tiny holes are drilled on both sides of the eye, through which a golden thread would have been drawn in order to hold the eyeball in place. Since microscopic research has shown that the eye socket showed clear imprints of the golden thread, the eyeball must have been worn throughout her lifetime. The woman's skeleton has been dated to between 2900 and 2800 BC. The oldest known tables game with dice and 60 playing pieces, as well as caraway seeds, together with numerous metallurgical finds, e.g. slag and crucible pieces, are among the finds which have been unearthed by archaeological excavations from this site. A human skull found at the site indicates the practice of brain surgery. A unique marble cup was found at the site on 29 December 2014. A Bronze Age piece of leather adorned with drawings was discovered at the site in January 2015. Paleoparasitological studies suggest that ancient inhabitants living in the excavated areas were infected by nematodes of the genus Physiloptera, a rare parasite incidence. The Shahr Sukhteh civilization flourished between 3200 and 2350 BC and may have coincided with the first phase of the great flourishing Indus Valley civilization. Periods 3 and 4 of Shahr Sukhteh and the last part of Mundigak period 4 are contemporary to mature Harappan 3A and part of mature Harappan 3B. The Helmand and Giraffe cultures are closely related as well. The Helmand culture of western Afghanistan was a Bronze Age culture of the 3rd millennium BC. Scholars link it with the Shahr Sukhteh, Mundigat, and Bumpur sites. The Giraffe culture flourished in the eastern Iran, and the Helmand culture in western Afghanistan at the same time. In fact, they may represent the same cultural area. Shahdad is another extensive site that is being excavated and is related. Some 900 Bronze Age sites have been documented in the Sistan Basin, the desert area between Afghanistan and Pakistan. On the other hand, the Mehergarh culture flourished far earlier. Please like and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.